bread. It's just a bit of poo.
It's just.
I looked at Mr. Bean in the Discord.
Welcome to episode 84 of 2 Degrees of Separation. We have your host, and my name is Eli. I'm starting fire.
My name is Boff. He flat, he flat, he flat, he flat, he flat. My name is Jacob.
Dude. He says tank 5. He's tray 5. Excuse me, sir.
Libby.
5. If you've never seen Johnny English, just go watch Johnny English, please. Mr. Bean's hilarious. Everybody already knows that, right? You know, everybody already
Some
knows.
people don't like him.
Dude, how do you not like Mr. Bean?
They're not funny. No, the people that don't like him aren't funny.
Oh. What do you think's more controversial as like being funny? Mr. Bean or Napoleon?
Napoleon.
You think so?
There's no intention of a joke in Napoleon. You just have to understand the humor. That is getting slapped,
Dude.
by Napoleon. Or the Tupperware containers. Some people look at that and just go, no, this is like, some people
Dude.
watch South Park and they go,
I can't get behind South Park. That's
right
I mean
there.
that's
Some
I
people
guess.
love The Office. I look at The Office. I'd rather turn the TV off and look at the wall.
Dude, I mean, like, Napoleon's hilarious. Did we talk about the Tupperware scene? You know about that, right?
Yeah, we've talked about it.
Yeah. Nothing, dude. If 10 times out of 10, if I see the clip of Uncle Rico grabbing that steak and lobbing it like a frisbee,
watch this.
And he just reaches into it. He doesn't even look. He just reaches into his plane. He's straight disc golfing, dude.
Before we started this, I was watching Noobs with Armageddon.
I have that on DVD.
Dude, it's on Blu-ray on Amazon for $25.
Stop. Dang.
One left, by the way.
Noobs is funny. I mean, like, if we're being real,
Napoleon.
It's a terrible movie.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's absolute garbage. I'm sorry. I love Jason Mewes, but like, I don't even know the dude who plays the main guy is the director. That's like he made the movie. He made the movie. Yeah, he made the movie. He like made the movie, and he's the main guy. I don't even know who he is. Noobs is funny though. But go watch Johnny English. That's where we're at with this, dude. It's just a bit of poo.
Yeah, go watch Johnny English.
And then follow that up with Mr. Bean's Holiday.
And the first Mr. Bean, it's good. It's not.
Oh, the first
good,
dude, when he's the doctor, and he drops the M&M. Oh, that's what it is. It's a peanut.
Is it a peanut or is it an M&M? I don't remember.
Well, he drops something.
Maybe
in
it's
this
a
dude.
peanut M&M, dude.
And he gets up in his face and he pulls his mask down.
Just in the guy's body.
He's a. I love this, dude. I love Mr. Bean. The original's hilarious. That was back in the 90s, and then like the actual Mr. Bean show. Dude, Rowan Atkins is hilarious. Both the first Johnny English and the second one, they're both funny. They're both funny.
Oh yeah.
I still don't know. I don't know if Napoleon is more polarizing than Mr. Bean though, because Mr. Bean he doesn't talk.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. That whole character is like UK comedy. It is
top tier.
And Napoleon is like It's because it's so awkward and off-putting that people like it.
Oh, I love Napoleon. I love Napoleon. And I think another thing like with Napoleon is like it's a very Midwest vibe. The entire movie is it's a Midwest vibe. Like 100%. I don't know. And then I don't know why every time I think about Napoleon, I automatically associate Napoleon with Nacho Libre. Dude, I don't know why.
Did you know the director for the Minecraft movie was the director for Nacho Libre?
We got to talk about this Minecraft situation, dude.
Dude.
Have you seen the videos of people...
Lava chicken?
Why are people popping off in the movie theater over the chicken jockey?
Because it's a baby zombie on a chicken.
Dude. The amount of videos I've seen...
You're old. People that's all. No, you're just old, I guess. Guess you're just old.
What do you... I guess.
No, I don't understand. I played plenty of Minecraft. I'll never understand the joke.
Let's see. The Minecraft movie on Rotten Tomatoes got a 46%. IMDb gave it a 6 out of 10. But then on Fandango, 88%. Like, dude. Huh?
It's got Jack Black. How can it be bad? You know? Tenacious D.
Pick a Destiny, dude.
Its foundation was being bad.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Except for Tenacious D. The Tenacious D movie, the cast was stacked in that. It was stacked.
Yeah, dude. So was Dogma, dude.
I want to go see Dogma in theaters. Like, I want to.
Oh, it's coming out in June.
I want to.
Oh, I'm going. June 5th.
He said, I'm going. He said, there's no way fans or buts. I'm going. June 5th? What? Is that during the week? It probably is. June 5th. Thursday. Everything dropping on a Thursday. I've been noticing. Apparently people just drop stuff on Thursdays. That's like the new thing. Unless you're Tyler
Friday,
on a Tuesday.
Saturday, and Sunday. For like the box office purposes, probably.
I mean, you could be me and have your birthday on a Monday. That's pretty tight.
Or you could be me and just not have a birthday most years. Carrying on.
Yup.
The guy who famously leaked Oblivion deactivated his X account today.
Yeah, why is that? Because it didn't. It ain't dropped yet. Do you think it's not happening? To think it is not going to happen?
I have this much faith.
It's happening.
I have a feeling it might happen, but I don't think it's going to shadow drop.
I think it's going to happen. I mean, like, I'm trying to think
before GTA starts its rollout, because they'll be screwed.
I mean, GTA's rollout we probably won't see that until September, October. That area, I think. You think before that?
I think Summer Game Fest, maybe.
You think they'll announce the release date at that?
Dude.
That is not Rockstar fashion at all. At all.
But here's the thing. The way they're doing it now isn't Rockstar fashion compared to what we've seen with GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2 and every game before that. They do a 6-month rollout, pre-order, blah, blah, blah. Now they're just going to show up to Summer Games Fest and be like, hey, all that stuff you just watched, guess what? Doesn't matter.
Dude. There's no way they'll let that happen. There's no...
That would be...
Because the entire...
While I don't think it is Rockstar to do that, I could... That's the thing, though. That's how you do it nowadays. Dude. You want to get everybody to talk about your game? Guess what? Put it above everything else that just happened. Look at all the game lineups for the next year and be like, yeah, but remember us, dude? Dude.
Like... they would cook everything. Like I'm saying, even games that are like announced for 2026.
That's what I'm saying.
At the Summerfest, they'll straight up be like, "Oh, that game, GTA 6." Like,
I could be wrong. I could totally see it happening though.
I'm trying to think if Rockstar have they ever done that at a game show?
I think they did it at the Game Awards. Didn't they announce GTA 4 at a Game Award?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I don't remember. I was young when GTA 4 came out. When did GTA 4 come out? 2008? Man, I was 12. I was 12.
What a good time.
And when did no, because the Game Awards didn't. No. Didn't
E3.
Game Awards?
They did it at E3. They announced GTA 4.
I was about to say, I was going to say it had to have been E3.
2006. Rest in peace, E3.
Because, what was it? The Game Awards just did this past year was the 10-year anniversary, wasn't it? I think it was.
I don't know.
I don't know if it was this year or last year. Like this past year.
I'll tell you what. If any game deserves an award, it's No Man's Sky.
It didn't win Game of the Year, did it? No, never.
No.
Not once.
Are you kidding me? You remember how that game was?
It sucks so...
It hasn't been good until like the past 2 years.
No Man's Sky... We've praised this game so much on the podcast, and I'm gonna do it again because of this. The state in which No Man's Sky is right now, right at this juncture, it is every single thing they said it was going to be. Literally every ounce of it. It was, when it was announced, it was to be the most ambitious game of all time. No Man's Sky is literally the most ambitious game of all time. And nobody's talking about it that way.
It's because it flopped so hard at the beginning that literally I think it just it came to a screeching halt momentum-wise.
I mean, not really, because it's got a ton of reviews. It's now like overwhelmingly positive. It's just like it's doing so well, but I feel like new people aren't really seeing it, I guess. I could be wrong. But this has me so dummy excited for Light No Fire. Dude, this has me so... Sir.
I've been digging up dinosaur bones in No Man's Sky.
Dude.
I just completed an expedition thing where you have like 5 phases and you have to do a bunch of challenges.
I've never done one.
I did one for the first time. Lindsay and I have been doing them. We're doing
I have nobody
one, but
I was about to say I have nobody to play with. I have nobody to play with. That's the thing.
You don't have to have anybody to play with. Just play it.
No, for like the expedition stuff. For the expedition stuff, it's more fun with people.
The thing with No Man's Sky is that it's just easier to just do your missions by yourself. When you try to link with somebody, it just...
I remember back in the day, when multiplayer, like the real multiplayer first came out. Oh my goodness. Dude, it was so bad.
I don't remember that.
It was so bad. You would be on planets in other galaxies and trying to like find each other.
Well, I mean, you kind of do that now. You can have your home base and then you can be in a group and you can both like see what galaxy that home base is in. Mm-hmm. But beyond that, there's no like indicator of where anyone is.
And they just straight up just keep adding to the game. They just keep releasing DLC.
That's what I'm saying. They just keep going. This whole
keep...
bone digging thing, and now you can build like your own fossils.
That's sick.
It is, and dude, they're worth a lot of money.
I mean, speaking of fossils, right, Jacob? Speaking of fossils. What's your take? I need to know your take on this scenario that just happened, right? A company announced that what they're calling is that they unextincted dire wolves. What's your take?
I don't know. I don't think they're dire wolves. I think it's cool to be like, oh, we brought back the mammoth. Whoa! But actually, it's an Indian elephant with like the teensy drop of what we could find on this skeleton.
That's the thing, right? That's the thing, is that it's mostly just a gray wolf. All right, I think is what they said. It's mostly just a gray wolf.
I don't really know all that much about it.
Mostly a gray wolf, but it does have the DNA sequence of what they believe to be the dire wolves. And so the question there is, right, like you got two of them, but you can't have them reproduce, because if they have the same DNA sequence, you're gonna have problems. You're gonna have problems. So it's not like you can really unextinct it. I mean, I guess you could if you editing the DNA sequence. They just put them in the
halfway to extinct phase. That's all.
I guess. I like. And then did you see the Jurassic World tweet?
I don't think so.
Oh yeah, they totally tweeted about it. They were like, we already know how this one went.
Oh.
Like, yeah. And then, like, yeah, like you said, the act of bringing back the woolly mammoth, cool.
All it's gonna do is make people go, whoa, let's cage them up and sell them to tourists.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, cool, but what do we gain from?
What happens when that thing steps on my Subaru?
I mean, like, what
happens when my Chevy Impala gets one-tapped by Mammoth Man?
On. Yeah. I guess I just don't understand. Cool that we have the technology that's like capable of doing this, right? Cool. But I don't get I mean, this is quite literally this is playing God territory.
This is a lot of work to get that one mammoth tusk for Isolde. So.
Dude. Dude, no. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, cool, but I still don't get it.
Dude, let's focus on getting to the bottom of the ocean with somebody instead of just pulling stuff from the past, hey? What
do we gain?
Dude.
What do we gain? Like,
we're gaining nothing from this. We're getting nothing from this. We're introducing things that haven't been that are not going to the same environment that they were in.
Not at all.
We're putting them into a new environment and going, but it seems like it's going to work. And then it's not going to work. And they'll be like, well, that's like $2 billion just.
Oh, yeah. Just in the hole.
Thrown out the window. What else can we make up?
Stop messing with Mother Nature before it comes and bites you in the buns. You know what I'm saying? I say that, but then, like, dude, Cyberpunk, getting cyber implants, like, that sounds tight. But, like, you know, where am I?
Dude, give me those Kiroshi optics.
Oh, dude.
Dude, I got a mod for Cyberpunk that adds a market to your apartment building, but then you can walk through all the staircases back up to your apartment. I was like, I just started going up the stairs like, I wonder if this works, and yeah, it does. So now I've got a whole shopping area in my apartment building.
That's sick. Bang.
Shout out modders.
Jacob was out here talking about Cyberpunk 2. He just wants Cyberpunk 2, which I mean, like, cool.
Dude, I'm just want Cyberpunk 2
I'm excited.
Bad.
Everything.
Project Orion.
Dude, everything CDPR has dropped has been good. Everything. So.
Well, we could scrap the Witcher 4 and just move on, honestly. I don't care about another Witcher game. The third one was so long.
But it's so good. But
I'm excited to see what Cyberpunk is going to look like based on what The Witcher 4 looks like, because they're going to the same engine. Cyberpunk is going to be on Unreal, which means we're likely going to have a third person.
Oh yeah, you know for a fact this time around they're doing third.
If we don't get a third person, man.
Oh, dude.
Why are you giving me so many customization options when you're going to be like, nah, you see your
character.
You got to ride a bike.
You see your character one time in the game? Oh, yeah, and you're on a bike. That's it. But aside from that, in a cutscene, you see your character at the very end of the game.
Oh, if you get that, yeah, I guess. One, you're in a spacesuit. It's old enough now. But that doesn't even really spoil anything, honestly.
Like, you never see your character. In your inventory, that tight, dude, sick. This is great. I loved it.
You'd be amazed at how many mods there are to edit your character.
What's the point? What's the point? Give me a reason, dude. This got me flustered. Give me a reason. I mean,
I love Cyberpunk. I'll tell you what, man. Good morning, Night City, dude.
I don't know. Like, I'm excited to see what happens with Oblivion. What's your take on?
I would love to play Oblivion right now. I would love to play Oblivion right now.
Go play it, Ninny.
No.
Well,
because it's so hard to go back.
No, and just modding it takes forever. And modding it also,
it doesn't even look
breaks
that good
the poop out of it. Well, it still looks all glossy and rounded and too bright.
Yeah, everything's got
you can't fix it.
Like a fuzzy haze around it.
And no, you can't fix it. You can't fix it. So,
no,
you know,
I'll wait for Sky Oblivion.
Yeah, 100%. What is your take on Marathon? To those of you listening that don't know, that's Bungie's new extraction shooter that was just announced the other day.
My take on Marathon is Apex.
Yep. Exactly. Well, Apex is a battle royale. And so this is different gameplay wise. It is different. It's an extraction shooter. So like you're going to a specific target
and surviving.
Yeah. That's it. Like it's
Apex.
It's literally the Hunt showdown, but futuristic. It is literally the Hunt, which I never played, but always looked really cool. But it's just not my cup of tea, I guess.
I might like it. I mean, if I have people to play with, it might be fun. But
there's no way I'm dropping. I am not dropping more than $30 in a game like that. Sorry, there's no way. I can't. There's no way.
I'm waiting for the new Battlefield.
You see all the leaks for the Battlefield game?
Yeah, that's why I'm waiting. I don't care about Marathon, dude. The only thing I really like about Bungie is the reticle and crosshairs for the guns, because they all look like OG Halo.
Yeah,
like sights and whatnot, and I like those. I like
Bungie.
Those a lot.
Bungie does an incredible job. The only game I can think of that comes to my head that does a better job at gunplay than Bungie, realistically, is Valve with Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is physics. They literally have
Counter-Strike.
It's the most realistic simulation you could have of it.
Dude, I was getting cooked last night.
You were playing Counter-Strike?
Dude. I got a pass on Counter-Strike.
Sick.
You pay like $15 or something, and you'll get a case and a skin like every week.
What?
You just gotta level up once or twice, and you get a case and a skin. You get to choose between like 2 skins, a case, and like another personal item or something.
That's crazy.
And I don't think you have to do it more than once. I think you buy the pass and you just have it forever.
That's not bad. I'd take that deal.
So now I have 5 cases, 0 keys, and like 7 skins.
0 keys. Oh, you know what game we never talked about? Did you ever play Smite? Okay, you never played Smite. Adam was the one that originally introduced me to Smite, and then, like, I had fun playing Smite. I'm not gonna dog. Dog, no. No, dude.
Smite? Dude.
I played League before I played Smite. I didn't play League long at all, and I to this day cannot get behind League. I don't understand it. Like, it's just not my cup of tea. Smite, I played a lot of Smite. The only reason I'm bringing it up is because we never talked about what happened with that. So, Smite existed, and then they were like, we want to make the game better, but we literally can't because it was built on Unreal 3. And for them to bring it to a new version of Unreal, they were like, we basically would have to remake the entire game from the ground up. So what did they do? They remade the entire game from the ground up, and it is now Smite 2, or was. So they announced Smite 2. And it was playable. It was in early access. You could it was like $30, I think it was. And Smite 2 was playable. It just was like an enhanced version of the original. It looked way better. Don't know how it played. I didn't play it. But then, like, one day the owners of Hi-Rez, the studio who made the game, they just were like, yeah, it's all done. So, like, Smite just ceases to exist now. They closed everything. They shut down the studio. Like, we're talking a game that had professional level tournaments.
That's a good name for it.
They got
good
smited.
Name for that game with how it ended.
They got smited, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like they just closed it down. So I don't even know if the original Smite is playable anymore. Let me open Steam right quick. I don't think it is.
Good segue.
Huh.
Games that aren't playable anymore.
Oh.
Ubisoft. Did you hear about what happened with The Crew? The racing game?
The racing game? No, I knew there was like something that happened there, but
so they shut down The Crew, which is the first version of The Crew 2, and then The Crew like Moto whatever.
Because I think, if I'm not mistaken,
we might have that on Steam actually.
I was gonna say I think I have The Crew on Steam.
I bought The Crew 2 and the newer one.
Do not have it on Steam. I'm a dirty liar.
Well, that's because they shut it down and then they just like eliminated the game. And some people that bought The Crew, like, they sued Ubisoft over it. And Ubisoft essentially was like, well, you see in the fine print, it says you're paying for a license to our game. Limited access license. So you didn't own it. You were renting it, bucko. So now
that goes crazy though.
People are a bit upset, but I can understand because The Crew functions like a live service game. It's like people who bought Elder Scrolls Online were upset when it became free.
Yeah, but I paid for the game.
Yeah, exactly. But hey, guess what? It's a live service product. It is kind of like you're renting it at the end of the day. MMOs. If RuneScape shut down tomorrow, dude, and I've been playing RuneScape for 20 years, and they're just like, well, tough cheese. I
mean, but that's
you live, you move on.
Well, so see, that's the world we're in now. Is that physical media doesn't? That's why people are like, so. At least
or
like
WoW shut down after people spent $15 a month for.
Not even that. Like the amount of money you dump in a game just for objects. Like,
yeah, but I mean, I can understand Ubisoft's point.
Yeah, no, I do. But that's why there's so many people that are like fighting for physical media. And that's why I'm like really happy of like all the PlayStation 2 games I have, all the 360 games, all the older games that I have.
Noobs, it's cool. Dude, I can't even find that movie anywhere. I had to watch a YouTube channel. I've watched a 360p version of Noobs, dude.
There's no way, dude. There's no way.
Like it should be watched, honestly.
Dude, Robin Williams' daughter is just in that movie.
Yeah.
And her Zelda.
Moises Arias.
Moises Arias. That's crazy.
Optic Hex.
Oh, the Optic Hex is in that, dude. For like a split second. Yeah, that's crazy.
I just miss the times when Adam Sessler was the host of anything game related.
I follow him on TikTok. He just I missed the opportunity when we were at PAX East. Like because I wasn't sure. I took like a double take. Like I still to this day I'm unsure. But if this somehow managed to find its way, right? We were at PAX East 2017, 2018? I can't remember the year. And we were walking through the crowd of people, and then like I'm talking me to guitar away, right? Me to guitar away. I like looked at this lady, and I was like, was that Morgan Webb? And I like sat there for a second. I looked back. I was like, that's Morgan Webb, dude.
Rad.
And I like fangirled for a second, and then I was like, I like looked around at the group of people I was with, and I was like, I doubt you any of these people happen to watch X Play. I'm gonna be honest.
X Play was like, good, man. Dude, I miss X Play.
The original X Play. Adam Sessler, Morgan Webb, Olivia Munn was on it every once in a while. What the heck is his name? The other dude who's on Attack of the Show. What? Kevin Pereira.
Yeah.
Kevin Pereira was on it every once in a while. Dude,
man,
the old X-Play slapped.
Early and then 2000s X-Play on G4 TV.
Dude, they tried to bring back G4 twice, and both times it lasted mere months. Months.
It's because they tried to like, I don't know. Felt like
it was not the same. Oh. What? Getting lawsuit ready? Is that what you're trying to say? Dude.
No.
What happened to Machinima, dude?
The same thing that happened to G4.
I mean, I guess. Does Machinima still exist? The channel Machinima no longer exists. You cannot find Machinima. And like...
That's okay.
A Machinima was crazy too, dude. But they were just scamming people left and right.
Yeah.
Left and right. And they had it. Machinima, if they wouldn't have been doing this stupid, Machinima absolutely would have been today, if it survived through to until today, they would have been modern day G4. They would have. 100%.
No longer exists? Yeah.
Well,
I mean, they are the modern day G4.
I say that, but then like thinking about it now, that was the era.
There couldn't be another one of those because of the time that it was out.
Yeah. I'm talking about Machinima, right? When I say this,
well, even so,
Machinima's situation was
exist now.
It was no, it couldn't, because that was the era of like, as an individual on YouTube, okay, back to the people listening, people watching on YouTube specifically, this is more towards like younger people or people that just don't know the weird history of YouTube, because obviously YouTube was not what it is today.
Man,
back then, not at all. So back then, right, people loved to just make videos on YouTube. You did not make money on YouTube. It was just like for fun. It was literally just for fun. But then people were like, you can make money by doing this? Okay, time out. There's two ways. There was, you could literally get sponsors for your videos. Okay. You could make money that way. People, like a company would sponsor a video. The other one was through ad revenue. But the only way to get ad revenue back then as an individual, you had to sign with a network. A literally like a TV network. So YouTube had literal companies as networks. They were like the middleman between YouTube. So you had YouTube, the network, the individual.
Yeah, who was it that who was PewDiePie's network at first? He had like a Disney related partner, didn't he?
It was
or it was bought out by Disney, wasn't it?
I think PewDiePie was originally with Freedom, if I remember correctly. I think because that was like the easiest network to get in with, and like the dude who owned Freedom was just like, if we make a penny, you make a penny.
It was Maker Studios.
Oh, is that who? That's who? Yeah. It was Makers. Yeah, you're right. And they did get bought out by Disney.
Yeah.
They did.
And then he had Revel Mode.
Yep.
PewDiePie.
Yeah. But so now, so all right, like back then, even when I was doing YouTube stuff, and I was like, I was really small on YouTube. I was able to partner with Freedom. Okay, I was able to partner with Freedom, and I like didn't think that was possible. That was their thing. It was like, we make $1, you make $1, and like I mean, not $1, a penny. If you make a penny, or if the network makes a penny, you make a penny. Do you understand how disgusting that is? Did you hear what I just said?
I mean, that's a 50-50 split, isn't it? I mean,
for them to do nothing. For them to literally just be like, hey, YouTube, we want to run ads on this YouTube channel. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. To any creative, it really is. I'm saying any creative endeavor whatsoever, like whether you're an actor, right? Whether you're a musician, whether you do some form of content creation, right? Most musicians, they sign to a record label, right? And that's what a record label does. They say, we'll push your music. We're just going to take 30 to 40%. Or if not worse, if you end up signing a really bad record deal, we're taking 70%, and you basically you are now our puppet, right? Which is disgusting. It's disgusting.
That's how it goes.
And it's the same thing.
Goes. That's Hollywood, baby.
It is. It's so bad. And so like that's why that's realistically why YouTube is actually really cool. Because now YouTube basically said, middleman's gone. We're done with doing networks. If you want to run ads on your channel and like actually make monetization off the ads that are ran on your channel, you have to have so many subscribers. You have to have so many watched hours. You have to hit a requirement. But after you breach that, you did it. There is no more middleman. There is no more middleman. So you're not just getting screwed. So like that form of content creation is crazy. And that's like different social media. So like TikTok and Snapchat's doing that. And I mean, even Twitter's doing that. I don't know Facebook has to have a program like that, but
oh, there's no way. Have you seen a Ray William Johnson video on Facebook?
That dude's got to just pumping out money, because where is he on YouTube? Does he still make YouTube videos?
Oh yeah.
I remember when Ray William Johnson
was another good example of somebody who's making money on YouTube. Equals 3 ruled. It was ridiculousness before ridiculousness.
Ruled. It was Equals 3 was the internet's America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah.
It was Equals 3 was the internet's AFV.
Remember when he got that new host, like Robbie or whatever?
The lady? It was a lady. He had a lady at first.
Oh my gosh, you're so right.
He had a lady at first.
Whoa, you're so right.
The internet exploded.
I remember
that was the downfall of Equals 3. That was the downfall. When Ray was like, I'm stepping away from Equals 3, he didn't say permanently. He was like, I'm just going to have another host doing it with me, kind of.
Realistically, though, it could have been anybody, and they would have gotten trashed because it did happen to the other guy, too.
Oh, yeah, no, everybody got cooked. Everybody. The only... I mean, there's a bunch of, like, shows, right, on YouTube. Remember when YouTube had YouTube Red?
Yeah, dude.
YouTube was giving people money to make, like, TV series and movies on YouTube. And now we're at the point where YouTubers are like, guess what? We have the money to do it ourselves. Yeah. Like, have you seen Markiplier's, like, stuff that he did? Like, he did, like choose your own adventure stuff on YouTube, which is, like, wild.
I don't know if I did see that.
Yeah, you need to see, like, in, like, is it called In Space with Markiplier or something like that? He's got to add as a playlist. It's wild. So, man, how did we end up in this rabbit hole? Like, really?
I forgot.
We were talking about G4
hosts so many times.
What, Equals 3?
Yeah.
Oh, it became a dumpster fire. It did. It did. It's the only internet show I know that, like, survived doing that is Smosh, actually. Smosh did it. Anthony and Ian were doing Smosh for like 10, 15 years. And then they were like, we're done.
Smosh fell off like crazy, but then out of nowhere, it was like the group of people that held it together somehow found a way to rise from the ashes.
Well, Anthony and Ian sold it.
Yeah, but I mean...
Do you know who they sold Smosh to?
No. Was it Rhett and Link?
It was Rhett and Link.
Well,
they sold Smosh.
And Rhett and Link probably were like, hey, whoever's here, you just do your own thing.
That was it. We're here.
Just be our back-end money farm.
Well, it wasn't so much that. Like, I don't know if you know how big GMM is, Jacob. Good.
Dude, they have their own TV channel. I told you that.
Mythical Entertainment is huge. They employ like over 100 people.
I believe it. I was just watching a video of them earlier with Bert Kreischer.
So now they have Good Mythical Morning is where it started. And then they had, they created a cooking show, right? They have Mythical Kitchen. They have Ear Biscuits, the podcast. Link's got a podcast with his dad. They have Sporked podcast. They have Hot Dog as a Sandwich. They had the Mythical. It wasn't
Mythical
Circus.
Kitchen just did one.
No, what was it called? Mythical. I can't remember.
Evening. They did that.
I watch Mythical. I watch it every year. Because it's hilarious. And then they took on.
They've got that. And then they also they had their own YouTube Red show.
They did. Yeah, they had their own YouTube. Like, dude,
and then
Mythical's
they
so big.
also have their other show that they make. Can't remember what it's called.
They have another show?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's like a episodic thing.
Oh, it's literally called Rhett and Link. No, it's not episodic. They have a second channel where they just like make random videos. Unless I'm like getting confused with what you're talking about. Because they have the Rhett and Link channel in which they do they just like funny
Wonder
skits
Hole.
they want to do.
Isn't it Wonder Hole?
Brother, what?
Wonder Hole.
I don't even know what that is. Rhett and Link. No, that's it. Yeah, Rhett and Link. That's the channel. That's it.
Oh,
where they make they do like short films basically.
Yeah.
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 So
I mean, those guys. They've been at it for ages. Not one bad thing has come out of that somehow, some way, out of everybody.
Dude,
the two super religious guys got out free.
They're not religious anymore.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's where they started.
That's like, it's actually baffling how big Good Mythical Morning is. They have an app. Dude.
I mean, they've been around
have a subscription
as long
service.
as YouTube.
I mean, basically, yeah. Yeah. I remember watching Good Mythical Morning like literally 10 years ago.
They're like hosts of a TV show. That's like all they are. They're like night show hosts, but for YouTube.
In the morning.
It's like if Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel got together
and then created
and made a show.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, that's so wild. It's crazy. So like good for them to for basically Smosh was going to go in the dumpster. Like Smosh was going to be done. And they were like, "We'll pay you. We'll take it." And then like a year or two ago, they sold it back. They sold it back to Anthony and Ian. Yeah. Which is like tight. Like Anthony and Ian got back together and they're like, "All right, we're going to continue doing this." So it's cool that they pretty much just they did. Oh yeah. Yeah.
What is Smosh doing nowadays?
All sorts of stuff. All
right. Where's State of Decay 3?
Where did that even
hard
come
cut?
From,
Hard cut. Where is it? Dude. I looked at Smosh and I thought 2011. What happened that year? I thought State of Decay, dude. I think it came out that year.
Dude, what?
Where's State of Decay 3?
Brother
I want it.
Hard cut. State of Decay 3. Did you watch the trailer for State of Decay 3? Yo, hold up. Let's talk about this for a second. Did you know the trailer?
The old one?
No.
The one that came out like years ago?
It came out like a year ago.
Was it a year ago?
Where they mixed, they blended. It was in-game. So the trailer is a blend of in-game and cinematics. Like pre-rendered video. So, that's insane. Go watch the trailer for State of Decay 3, especially if you're into like zombie stuff.
Oh yeah.
The trailer was bonkers and has me really excited for State of Decay 3 because both State of Decay 1, great. State of Decay 2, really great.
I love that first one.
Dude, State of Decay 2 was so much better than the first.
I'm in like the second area of the second game and every time I boot it up, I'm like, man, I just should restart.
Kristen was grinding State of Decay there for a while. She was really into it.
Anyways, I'm so sorry we had to hard cut.
He said
I think about that game. I've been thinking about that game like every day for the past month, maybe.
I'm excited to see
Elden Ring. I want to play multiplayer Elden Ring so bad with
Night Rain
people.
Rain?
No.
Jacob's
Elden
not having it with Night Rain.
Multiplayer mod.
Oh.
No, get that crap out of here, dude. Get that freaking arcade machine simulator out my face. Get it out my swamp. Get it out my castle. Get it out my bog. I don't want it. I don't. Get Night Rain out of here. It can rain doo-dooville, dude. That's what it can rain.
Yo, that was so left field. What just happened?
Dude, I do not like Night Rain. I don't like it.
Dude, you know how long people have been waiting for a multiplayer?
Well, they waited for the wrong reasons, dude, because Bandai Namco got their hands on it and went, here's your game. Get out of here with that crap.
Dude, I was watching a video because I just found out this was happening. Wait. I just watched a video. And the dude was like talking about, did you see The Last of Us Complete Edition?
Yeah.
All right, dude. Listen. So
yeah, I did.
We got The Last of Us.
Something like that.
We got The Last of Us. And then they remastered The Last of Us on the PlayStation 4. And then they came out with The Last of Us 2. And then they dropped the remake for The Last of Us. And then did they
4 or 5?
It was still on the 4. The remake.
And then
did they drop a remaster of the remake?
No, it went The Last of Us,
original,
The Last
remaster,
of Us remaster, The Last of Us 2, The Last of Us remake, which was like the graphical enhancement
overhaul.
up to the second game, and now we've got The Last of Us 2 remake,
remaster,
or remaster. Yeah, I keep saying remake, remaster, bound together with the first one for $110 or something like that.
This dude is saying that. He's like going through the list and he's like, and it has been 10 years and not a single update for Bloodborne. Dude. Oh.
And now they're not making another Last of Us game because this is the complete story.
That's, well, your boy pretty much said, he was like, he has an idea.
I think they're just going to try and push the show with it rather than make another game. I think they're going to try.
They're going to transition to the
comparison. Show. Yep. They are The Walking Dead. Straight up, dude.
They're gonna
doing it.
They're gonna Kirkman it to the ground.
Yeah. Why wouldn't they?
I told you about that back in the day. So Robert Kirkman came out with the Walking Dead comic. The comic was out for like years before it got picked up by AMC to do a show.
Mm-hmm.
Then the show came out, and then Robert Kirkman was like, basically, he's like, even if the show ends and it doesn't get renewed, I'm gonna run the comic book into the ground. Like, I'm literally going to do this until nobody wants to read this comic anymore. And then one day, just randomly, he was like, he released a new issue, and then he was just like, I'm done making The Walking Dead. He didn't conclude anything. He literally just was like, I'm done.
Yeah, he was probably like, I've spent a lot of my life doing this, and the TV show came out based on the thing, and I've made so much money that I don't need to keep doing this just cause.
Dude, he out here being Notch. Notch was just like, cool.
Well, now we got...
How much? Hold up.
Now we got Lava Chicken and Chicken Jockey and Flint and Steel.
Microsoft bought Mojang for $2.5 billion. Notch said, see you later. Planet Earth. I'm out.
Nah.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. And then he came back like over this past year, and he was like, I think I'm going to do Minecraft 2, but not Minecraft 2.
And everybody was like,
Minecraft 2.
Yeah, what are you going to make it? More blocks?
That's, yeah, I don't know.
You know what we do need a second game of?
What?
Cyberpunk. Moving on.
He said, and next topic.
Elden Ring, another one, dude. I've got to replay Elden Ring. So,
I'm trying to find out. I need you to clear something up for me. So I've been playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and like after we're done after we're done filming today's episode, I'm going to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Dude, that game's so long.
I'm glad you said that, because here's the thing. I have yet to finish the first blacksmith mission.
Dude, I didn't finish that mission. I didn't finish that first mission for probably the first week the game was out.
Dude.
Maybe longer.
The amount of depth in this game is disgusting, first of all. If you are as into fantasy stuff as Jacob and I, right?
It's not even fantasy. If you like the medieval times.
Fantasy, or if you are just like really invested in like medieval culture, right? I don't think I have a better... obviously the Elder Scrolls games are unreal. Obviously
but
The Witcher...
Are fake.
The Witcher is absolutely insane. But...
That's also pretty...
Kingdom Come... Oh, it is. Oh, yeah, 100% fantasy. But Kingdom Come Deliverance 1 and 2, they're going to be... When it comes to video games, it's going to be the most realistic, true-to-life, medieval thing you could ever come across currently.
I'm Henry from Skalitz.
Dude. And Hans, dude.
I love that, dude. Have you settled the land dispute near the blacksmith?
No. Listen, I'm trying to figure out. I've basically cleared this entire area of the map. This is what I need from you, sir. I am overpowered to the point where when I'm fighting somebody, I'm getting 3 swings in and it's done. We're dude's hitting the ground, it's over. Okay. I have circumnavigated the map. Does the map get any bigger, or is that it?
I can't say anything. You gotta keep playing to find out. I'm not gonna tell you nothing. You mean you've cleared all the clouds?
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep playing.
But dude,
because I'll tell you this.
I'm worried.
I played that game. No. I played that game so much that there were multiple times where I went, surely this is the end. And it wasn't.
See, this is where you and I differ when it comes to playing games. When I start a game, I am playing that one game until I'm done with that game. And that's why I end up missing so many good games. I am months behind playing KCD 2.
You're months. 1 month! Dude, it came out last month!
Is it only been
Oh, no, it came out in February. Ooh,
okay,
2 months.
Okay, all right, I'm not that far back. But like
2 months as of the day this comes out.
Brother. Game that I've been meaning to play for. Ready? Game I've been meaning to play for years. I'll give you one guess, and I know you're gonna hit it because I've talked about it, and I've been meaning to play it, and it just somehow ends up on my backlog, and I don't end up playing it. What do you think it is? We've talked about it multiple times.
Well, it must be the gunslinging 6-shooter Western made by Rockstar Games, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, dude. Because I got sucked into playing Cyberpunk 3 years late because it sucked when it released. I say it sucked. It didn't suck. It was still great. It was phenomenal.
Here's the thing, though.
Huh.
I also am playing Cyberpunk 5 years late. But guess what? I've played it. The thing is, I can get through these games quick.
I can't. Like, all right.
Dude, I didn't finish Kingdom Come. I didn't.
That's what I'm saying. You're insane.
I've still got.
You're insane.
Like a day's worth of game to play still.
Insane, brother. Because I am going to be playing KCD 2 until I finish that game. You know how many other games I want to play right now? Dude, you know how many games I got on my backlog?
See, that's the thing. I want to play
Pacific Drive. I want to play like Blasphemous. I want to play. I've been wanting to play Metro Exodus for the past 5 years.
The thing with me is that
so many games.
I'm very much a what am I in the mood for type of person.
That ain't me. I'm just in the mood to play Kingdom Come Deliverance.
And I will be like that, and then the day will come where I'm like,
I don't really feel like it.
This isn't hitting right now. What other game could I play?
Yeah.
No, it's not on to the next. It's I'm gonna take a break.
Like,
and when I come back, I'm going to be on this game for 2 weeks again.
What I'm excited about is I took the break from Cyberpunk. I finished Cyberpunk, and now I restarted Cyberpunk, playing as Female V, and I'm gonna play through Phantom Liberty finally.
You gotta get mods.
Well, here's the thing, right? The reason I never modded the game was because I wanted to play it in its original state first before I started playing with it.
Fair.
I believe I'm gonna be by the time I think I will get through Phantom Liberty, it'll be close enough that there'll be this like Phantom GTA Liberty 6. Something is gonna tide me over to Cyberpunk 2. You know?
GTA 6.
I mean, dude, yeah. I don't even know. Listen, I'm not the world's biggest Grand Theft Auto fan at all. Like, at all.
I'm honestly not that big on GTA either, but I've
played.
Feel like this game is going to be way better than it should be. You also haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2. Well, you don't even know what Rockstar has done most recently. You don't even know what
here's the thing.
You can experience. And GTA 6 is going to come out, and you're going to be like, wow, this is insane. Oh, it's like it's been 20 years since the GTA came out or something.
So, I mean, yeah. I've finished every single Grand Theft Auto game except for I never finished Liberty City Stories or Vice City Stories. Like I've finished 3, I finished Vice City, I finished San Andreas, I finished 4, I finished 5. Like I finished all of them. I've finished Red Dead 1. Like I've finished
Red Dead 1.
Hey, guess what? I finished the original Red Dead Revolver. I finished that. I finished Smuggler's Run. I've finished most of everything that Rockstar has ever. I have finished most of everything that Rockstar has ever put out.
Smuggler's Run was my thing before I was even conscious.
Peak.
I'd be in the den at our grandparents, just mindlessly trying to drive up a waterfall.
Up a wall, dude. Just to get blasted into the
thought
sky,
in my head. Not a thought in my head.
It was great. Yeah. But so, like, I've finished all those games, and I have, like, me currently, I have no. I think Grand Theft Auto 5, I finished that at principle. Like, I really Grand Theft Auto 5 was cool, don't get me wrong, but I don't think, I was not one of those people that was like, Grand Theft Auto 5 is like the cream of the crop, the greatest thing to exist. Like, it was good.
With GTA 6, the story is like as...
The story of Grand Theft Auto 5 was great. It legitimately was great. It was good. It was, and the fact that you have 3...
killed off the Lost like nothing, though.
That was really stupid.
Exactly. See, there's nothing in Red Dead Redemption 2 that makes me go, that's stupid. Dude, everything in Red Dead Redemption 2 was like, oh,
what is every
time
the leader of the Lost name?
Johnny?
Oh, yeah, that's what the way they just had, like, Trevor and John, like, that was, like...
Stomp his brains out?
That was stupid. It was stupid.
I just want to see how Rockstar is going to mock everything we do day to day.
We do. Everything we do as humans. That is what is going to make Grand Theft Auto 6 so good. Is that there's going to be so many people that play this game and they're going to see something happen and be like, that's so dumb, but I've seen this happen in real life. You know? And like...
Yeah, mostly people from Florida.
Oh yeah. It is straight up. Grand Theft Auto 6 is Florida Man Simulator. That's where I'm going with this.
I want to get on a boat and go out into the ocean and see what that's like.
We still know literally, absolutely jack about Grand Theft Auto 6. We know nothing.
It's fine. I'll play Cyberpunk. I don't care.
That's crazy, dude.
I'm just going to keep playing Cyberpunk forever.
That's crazy. But what I was saying about Grand Theft Auto is I wasn't the world's biggest fan. I played through the games. I've only ever finished any of them once. I haven't gone back to play Grand Theft Auto 5 in 8 years. I have no interest in going back and playing Grand Theft Auto 5. It was cool.
But think about the RP. That's all it's good for now.
Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. Weird to me. It's cool. As content, it's cool, but
hey,
not
dude,
my cup of tea.
I've said it before. Why am I gonna go work a fake job at some stupid restaurant in GTA Online when I'm getting nothing out of this? Why am I going to build up a whole family of 6 in The Sims?
So here's the thing. What I'm excited for out of Grand Theft Auto 6 is they absolutely need to poke fun at RP. Because, right? Grand Theft Auto 5 came out, the 5M mod came out, right? And they were like, you can play GTA 5 online with mods in a certain fashion to be able to do role playing. And then Rockstar was like, you're shutting it down. We want nothing to do with this. Without that community of players, without that community right there, GTA 5 would not be as big as it is. It would not.
Oh, no way. Yeah, no.
It would have fallen flat on its face.
Like 5 years ago when it started popping off.
It's still huge. It's still huge.
Yeah, but I mean when it was like in its
insane
peak.
Oh yeah.
Like 4 years ago, 3 years ago.
Everybody was doing it. Everybody was doing it. Summit, dude, Shroud, Tim. I mean, like,
and just raking in money, dude. Playing GTA. Yeah.
So they better poke fun at it. They better, because they basically like, they were like, okay, you know, we're gonna let this happen. So they better poke fun at it. They need to. Remember when Red Dead lost Game of the Year? Red Dead 2?
To God of War?
You remember that?
To The Last of Us reskin? To The Last of Us reskin?
Dude, Red Dead 2 has it has a 97 on Metacritic.
You telling me some linear, one lane,
on
choppy,
rails,
Last of Us reskin, The Walking Dead Telltale game reskin?
Dude, what?
Big strong man helps small person.
Small boy. Small boy, dude. Yeah.
Doesn't matter. It's been done before. Hey, you know what hasn't been done before?
I mean, it has.
A member of a Western gang.
Yeah, I mean,
realizing he shouldn't be there anymore. And coming to terms with life.
Yeah, Red Dead 1.
No, it's not the same. Because in Red Dead 1, John thinks he's redeeming himself by going after these people, but really the whole time you find out that he was just being played. Yeah.
He was playing himself, dude.
That's not what Red Dead 2 is.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Red Dead 2 is, you play it, you'll be like, man, that's like one of the best games I've ever played ever.
What is it? Rooting and shooting and come on, man.
And now they've got the DLSS update in there, so it runs even better.
Tight. I need to play it. Guess what? Not playing it until I finish KCD 2. Sorry. That's like one of the next games I got on my chopping block. I got Pacific Drive to play too, though. So, here's that. I got games. In other news, though, right? In other news, last week we talked about finally getting off the game wagon. Last week we talked about was it last week? Yeah, Amine, right? Talked about Amine. I told you. His last single that came out, Familiar, which was good. It wasn't a bad song at all. Didn't feel like Amine. Let me put it this way.
Like he's That's not a bad thing. To separate himself from that 2016-17 sound.
I mean, if I'm being real, the album, what was his first album name?
Yellow? Wasn't it Yellow?
It had an actual name.
That's a song, isn't it? Yeah,
that's a song off the album.
Good for you. Duh.
Good for you. When I had heard the only Amine song I had heard up until this point, this is where he blew up, was Caroline, right?
Caroline.
We heard Caroline. Caroline blew up, dude. 792 million plays.
I was not a fan of that song.
I loved Caroline. That song slapped.
I know, and I think you played it so much that I just hated it.
It slapped. All right, so Caroline came out, and then when Good For You dropped, me personally, aside from you, there is not a single other individual I have yet to meet in my life that knows who Amine is. How? When Good For You came out, to me, it felt like I was listening to this underground guy who, I mean, he was just starting to like do something with his music career, right? Which he technically was. But if you listen to the entire album of Good For You, right? And then you go and listen to, what is it? Was it 1.5?
1.5, man.
If you listen to Good For You and then go listen to 1.5, all of Good For You felt like Caroline. That one song. All of Good For You felt like Caroline. Agree. The entire album. I'm talking, he had a couple features on there. But Good For You felt very not mainstream in any way. He was making his own sound.
I don't even know if I would say that. It had the sound of 2016. I mean, I look at, or like 2015, I look at Kyle and I hear the same sound.
Wait, Kyle.
Of that time.
Wait. Yachty. Right?
Yep.
Big drum. You know the song Broccoli? Broccoli?
Oh,
you know
yeah. Yep.
That is literally what Good For You sounded like, was that era.
Yeah.
But then literally a year later, going into 1.5, he started like actually like being a rapper, you know, like a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like Good For You was a lot of singing. He did a lot of singing on Good For You, like a lot.
And the vinyls, dude, almost $400.
Dude, Dakota, off that album when he did the live version of Dakota with Charlie Wilson.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that was sick. But then yeah, going into 1.5 was great. And then from 1.5 to Limbo was just straight. He was going through his aggressive era. He was just aggressive.
Yeah, I wasn't that big on Limbo.
There was a couple songs. Woodlawn, slapped. Compensating, slapped. Shimmy, slapped. Pressure in My Palms, really good. That was basically it for the entire album for me. Those were the heavy hitters. And then 2.5 came out, and I'm back here trying to figure out what the heck is going on, because I didn't know what was going on.
I think 1.5 might be my favorite album from him.
Yeah, 1.5 is definitely my favorite album by Amine. Like, by a landslide. Unless we count the no, we can't. Straight Amine album, 1.5. If we're allowed to count other artists, to me, the Kaytranada Amine album, I loved it.
I do not think it's as good as 1.5 because it's influenced not by his work only. Like 1.5 is fully representative of Amine, whereas
the Kaytranada album literally is Kaytranada everywhere, and then Amine was just like singing over stuff.
Yeah.
And I do believe that the Kaytranada album very much so is influencing this next album, because he just dropped another single, Arc de Triomphe, right? And it still is it's going off that familiar vibe. It is his next album
for his new album.
Does he?
Yeah, he's got a green one, a tricolor red, yellow, green, and black. 13 Months of Sunshine.
I don't understand. I literally have yet to meet anybody who knows who Amine is. But he's like really big. He's really big. And then I don't want to get too much into like other artists like that, but then another artist that I'd put in like the Amine category is Smino. And Smino just slaps, dude.
I don't even think Smino and him are like the same.
They're not in the same ballpark. But I mean, like, in the sense of Smino is Smino's probably bigger than Amine, actually.
Probably.
I still don't know. I know nobody that knows who Smino is. Nobody. But then some kid on a golf cart was playing. It wasn't Anita. It was. I want to say. I think it was Netflix and Duce. And I was just like, when I heard it, I was like, "Hold up, brother. I know that song.
Yeah, there's times where like, I feel like Brakens is another artist that I don't know anybody that would listen to him. And then one day I was downtown with Lindsay and her parents, and
you heard somebody listening to Brakens?
Came by listening to 5G, and I was like, "Oh wait, what?"
Oh, that one's insane. If I heard that in public, if I heard somebody listening to Brakens in public, my brain would break. My brain would break. What about Eden? How big is Eden? He's actually pretty big. He's pretty big. Yeah.
I feel like people aren't aware that they know who Eden is. Like,
Eden is literally on his way to being the next Frank. I'm being honest with you. Eden's on his way to being the next Frank. He is going to be that guy that is just sliding under the radar, but is creating just a mass following. Like,
I remember I've been listening to Eden for over a decade. Dude, you gave me crap for listening to Eden.
I did because I just couldn't get with it.
I was ahead of the wave,
dude. Jacob was. That was back when he was Project Eden, right?
That was the Eden Project.
Eden Project. That's what it was.
Yep.
That's wild. Dude,
I've been on these club bangers for years.
Go listen to some music. Just go listen to. Go just like do a deep dive. Go do some crate digging. Not literal crate digging. I'm saying go through Apple Music. Go through Spotify. Go through YouTube, and just like
go to the radio of your favorite artist and just find things that aren't popular.
Dude, that's the wave that I'm currently riding when it comes to listening to music. As I will pick one song in specific, and then I'll let it play. Like, the perfect example is I've been doing it with John Bellion. I've been playing, I would listen to Wash, and then, like, the next song tied with it is Kid Again, and then after that, it starts playing John's radio. And, like, the song Drink Water with,
oh, yeah.
What the heck? John Baptiste? Yeah. And, it's not Burna Boy. What's his, I can't remember his name. Is it Fireboy? It might be something like that. I can't remember. But like,
I have no idea.
Dude, there's so much music out there. There's so much. And there's so much good music. And there's like just so many people that really get slept on. Like, legitimately. Really is.
Because I am fully under the belief that music just has its own phases. Like right now, I've literally said this to Lindsay, and I have been for the last year. We are in a period where things are very club banger. Like, it banger. Really is.
This is really gonna be.
I mean, look at last summer with Brat. Look at last summer.
Yo, once again, go listen to Brat.
My point, though,
Slap.
like,
yeah, Brat slapped, dude.
I don't know. I just
Brat
feel like
great.
That's where we're at.
Then if that's the case, then this might be Amine's year to shine, because I do believe I think you're right, and I believe his next album is going to be. It's going to be a club banger, 100%. 100%.
That's okay. You do that, Amine.
I'm still going to support Amine because I've listened to all of his. I've listened to all of his.
albums. I mean, yeah.
Dude, nothing. And then like songs like he dropped like singles like Red Mercedes slapped. Campfire, was it Campfire, right? Yeah, Campfire. It was Campfire. Great. It was great. He did Campfire with the heck was his name? I gotta look it up now. Sorry.
Oh, I do know. What
Injury Reserve. Injury Reserve.
Yeah.
Campfire slide. Nah, shout out to Amine. He's got great music. Now,
you know what also slaps?
I was gonna say leaving Amine behind. What, Jacob? What? Because we got it's time to wrap this up. So what, Jacob? What? What?
The song rack of the week. That's
the song rack.
This album, I think, is 31 years old this year.
This next song rack is like it's a really good one. This
my
is
song
like
rack for the week.
Childhood, dude. Childhood.
Nutshell by Alice in Chains. That's it. See you later.
Bye. Just end it. No outro, just end it.
Yeah.
No, dude. We've talked about how like our I mean our what our parents listened to while we were growing up definitely played an influence on like how our music is shaped today, like the stuff that we listen to in the sense of like I know when I was really young, I mean, I remember listening to like stuff like, dude, mom and dad.
Did you name it? I know it. There's not a time I don't get into the car and the radio's on with Lindsay, and I know what it is. I know.
Oh yeah.
I am a backlog of music.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
We've heard it all. We have heard it all.
Like childhood for me it's the Grateful Dead. It is Bob Marley. It is Pearl Jam. It is Alice in Chains. It is Blind Melon. It is the Allman Brothers. It is
No Creed.
No Creed. No Creed. You kind of failed us on that one, guys. I'm gonna be honest. No Creed.
Yeah.
No Creed.
No Creed.
Can you take me higher? So good. What else? Like, I'm trying to think of. I mean, there was a lot of grunge. There's like John Mayer. A lot of John Mayer. I remember very specific memories of like we would be driving places, and it was like always was summer, and Dad would have all the windows down in the car, all of them, and we're just listening to 83 by John Mayer or 3x5 by John Mayer.
Yeah,
man. Very specific.
I mean, that's the thing, though. It came out during that time.
I mean, 100%, 100%. It did.
Nowadays, it's like you listen to it, you're like, oh, this was 23 years ago.
What a blast, dude! Like that's crazy. I'm trying to think of like some other like really prominent because like I don't think.
I mean, Dad got into 80s music and like
2005,
6
when we were
a
young.
A lot of late 80s.
Oh, not even just late 80s, dude. Well, and our cousins, our cousins,
they were hair bands.
Oh yeah. You name a hair band, I know it. I'm being honest with you. That was their era. Not even just that. They did listen to a lot of just 80s rock in general. So there's that. But then like my cousins were also the people that introduced me to like heavier stuff. So like Marilyn Manson, Linkin Park, Korn, stuff like that. So good. That's so good.
Disturbed.
Oh, dude,
Disturbed.
No, that was Mom. Disturbed was Mom. 100%. Mom was one listening to Disturbed, dude. Yeah, dude, I love me some Disturbed. To this day, I love me some Disturbed. It's crazy. So like definitely like basically the music that we listened to probably up until the age of like 10 is where I'd cut it off, just roughly. There was a very wide spectrum of music that we listened to. We need to do that for an episode. I just the other day found a bunch of my old CDs, so I still have stuff boxed up that I never unboxed from when I moved here.
Don't I know that?
And I found my CDs, and I was like, "This is crazy." Like I got Beatles CDs, I have Def Leppard, and then I have my Kingdom. Dude, I have the Kingdom Hearts album.
Yo,
dude, I have the Kingdom Hearts.
Go,
dude.
Let's
I'm
go.
so excited. I got a picture of it. I'm gonna send it to you after this. I'm so excited to break that thing out. But no, I got a bunch of CDs, and like just the amount of memories. Like when I saw them, I was like, "That's crazy," because I can tie. There's a lot of music I can tie memories to, which is like really cool. Like very, very, very much so. And then like, it's weird. Our mom listened to a little bit of country, not a whole heck of a lot. You know, if like thinking back at it, like Dad's parents didn't listen to music. They just didn't listen to music at all. Like I have no idea what if they had any sort of musical interest aside from like gospel music. Hit me, dude.
Yeah, you're right.
I got not a one. Not a one. Because our aunt straight up told me when she was listening to the Beatles, like our grandparents were like, "That's the devil's music." Dude,
that's just not true, though. That's not true. Actually, I
don't know, dude.
Dad's mom liked the Beatles.
Oh, no, I knew like because she was like she bought me a bunch of Beatles records. She did.
Yep.
So she liked the Beatles like later on in life.
I think it's because in their middle adult life, the Beatles became literally like idols, and
well, the Beatles literally changed the sound of music. The Beatles themselves, they changed the sound
and
of music.
the way they were treated by the media and everything back then was like,
yeah, they were idols, 100%. But you can't tell me it's been a hard day's night doesn't slap, dude. Gas.
The Beatles. I mean, they were the Beatles.
Twist and Shout.
Let it all out.
The Beatles, dude? The movies? I mean, yeah, the Beatles. I
haven't watched that documentary yet that Peter Jackson did.
Neither have I. I don't know if I'll even get around to it, honestly speaking. I there was a point in my life that I really liked the Beatles. Really.
Yeah. There was a point where I really thought I'd never get anything other than a PlayStation too. So.
That's true. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah. And then we got an Xbox. But
360 slap.
360. But yeah, no, I'm gonna reiterate the fact of just go do some crate digging. On whichever music platform you use. Like just go dig. Because music is so good. And I'm just saying, because I'm gonna plug this one. Jacob's song rec for the week is Nutshell by Alice in Chains. And if you don't know where to start, like Jacob said, you can go to like your favorite artist's like radio. Or if you wanna dip your toes in, you don't know where to go, you can go listen to our playlist, in which we have already curated a bunch of music. I mean hours. We're talking hours of music. From just all over the place. I don't think I have not yet. Bill Murray is not in that. Is he?
Yeah.
I put Bill Murray in there?
Yeah.
All right, that's borderline country. We do have a country song in there.
No, it's not. That's a lie.
It's the alternative, dude.
No, it's not country. It's not country.
It's country.
No.
Dude,
I'll put the Highwaymen in our playlist. When you say
the words collateral, when you say collateral damage, saying collateral damage, dude, that's country.
That's not country. That's not country. Dude. If that's the case.
When you got a fiddle, you're country. When you got a steel guitar, you're country, baby. No. But yeah, if you don't know where to go, we do have a playlist. It's by the same name as the podcast on Spotify and over on YouTube. On Spotify, you just look up 2 Degrees of Separation like you would for the podcast. On YouTube, you can do the same thing there, or you can check it out over on a channel on YouTube if you're actually watching this on our channel. So you can start there if you really don't know where to get into some new music, or if you're like, if maybe you listen to what you listen to. Cool. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. There's definitely been times in my life where I just listen to the same stuff, especially in my teenage years with our cousins. I was listening to a lot of 80s, a lot, and I have definitely outgrown that. I do have there is a special place for that era of music still for me. But I'm past that point.
Yeah, it's in the 30-minute rock block.
And it's gonna stay there. Dude. Oh, but yeah, you can check it out over on the playlist on YouTube or Spotify. Sorry, Apple users. I'm sorry. That's all I got. Stayed on top of making the clips this week, so that was pretty tight, dude. Didn't miss a beat. I will. There's definitely gonna be a couple days in which I'm gonna not, do the clips just so I can take a break. But I have yet to determine what days I want to do that yet. But until then, hey, I'm knocking them out left, right, center. You know what I'm saying?
Aw, man.
So that's about all I got. Check out the playlist. If you want to go check out those goofy clips of us, which is just like the highlights of the podcast, you can check us out at the number 2 DOF Separation across the board. There we
First
go.
Time.
No, was it the first time that I just dude, come on. You can check us out over on the socials, anywhere on the internet, and they're gonna be up there. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be up there. So if you want to check that out, cool. If you don't, you're not that cool. But
I mean,
and then Jacob, to our people who are watching this on YouTube,
dude, give it a like or something. Maybe click that subscribe button. Tick the bell notification. And leave a comment.
Dude.
Down there.
Down there. down there.
You think the Oblivion remake is real? Tell me.
Oh, that's the poll for this week, right? That's the poll. Is the Oblivion remake real?
No.
But but yeah, if you enjoy the podcast, please don't hesitate to give us a rating, whether it be quite literally on YouTube, on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you're listening to the podcast, because we appreciate it very much so. Thank you. And until then, Jacob, was that it? Is that it?
Gracias.
Gracias.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's it.
Good morning.
Have your pet spayed and neutered.
Have your pet spayed and neutered. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. And good night.
I love Tesla.